Welcome to the first official video of the Get Naked with Emma series. As you can see, I'm not actually naked, but I am going to be naked in the sense of exposing myself, as in vulnerability. As I've explained before, vulnerability is outside of your comfort zone, and being outside of your comfort zone creates positive change and growth. And I like to show that I walk the talk. I expect my clients to book in with me at a vulnerable time. So I want to show that I can be vulnerable too, and that there is strength in vulnerability. So what better way to kick off this series than throw myself into a Facebook Live and get random questions thrown at me to specifically get me outside of my comfort zone. And I have no idea what these questions are going to be. It is a little nerve-wracking. So, are you ready? If you are excited to see me shaking my boots as these questions get asked and answered, hit the thumbs up, and don't forget, please subscribe so that you can see more of these Get Naked with Emma videos. So, let's get into this, shall we? Who is going to ask me the first question? I really did enjoy Paris, actually, which surprised me because I'd been to New York and I did think that that would be my favourite, but then when I went to Paris, I really enjoyed that. I think I really liked that it was super ancient and lots of cobbled roads, and I know, it just kind of felt like I was in a book or a movie or something, so I really liked that. But actually my favourite vacation was road tripping the west coast of Canada. I just loved it because it was just so different. We had the mountains, we had city, that kind of thing. Animals? But I did live 7 years without animals. As soon as I got my animals back though, I was like, oh, I don't know how I just did that 7 years without animals. Other than that, I mean, I guess the internet, only because I'm a business owner. Because if I didn't have a business, I don't think I'd be bothered with the internet, because I don't really scroll Facebook or social media. I just go on to answer notifications and post my business stuff, and I barely watch the TV. So if I wasn't a business owner, I don't think I'd need the internet, but as a business owner, I couldn't live without it. Honestly, I don't have any regrets, because I feel like everything that I've done, even if they were rather stupid, I've learned lots of stuff from them. So I just take all those stupid things as lessons rather than regrets. Is that an okay answer, or would you like to know the stupid things instead? Tell me that. I would say my ability to let go. I've noticed recently that I am able to do that quite easily without even thinking about it. For example, like I was feeling very sad on Sunday. Like I've not felt that sad in a very long time. But then, different things happen. Like I was talking to my mom, and I was talking to somebody else, and I was dishing out "you are beautiful" messages and getting positive messages back. And by the time Ian came home from work, it was almost like I hadn't even been struggling, even though I was struggling hard. So I would say that would be one of the favorite things about myself. I really hope it won't kill us all. I hope that any artificial intelligence beings will be like Arnie, and they, want to be like humans and help us. that's my hope. I haven't really put much thought into it. I don't know. I feel like with things going on right now and how crazy the world is, I wouldn't be surprised if they were out to get us, definitely. But let's hope they're all like Arnie and then they'll help us instead. I feel like that's a bit of a cop-out answer, but honestly I haven't really put much thought into it. Well, I'm not a quitter. I've never been a quitter. I've always, if something isn't working, I will always find a way to make something work. I'm very determined and driven, like it says on my bracelet. Yeah, I think, I guess that would be another quality I really like about myself too, is that I think I'm a very passionate person. So not about everything, of course, but when I find something that I find joy in, then I put my whole, heart into it, and yeah, super determined. I think for me, because when I was going through school, I was very much a tomboy. I grew up on a farm. I was very much more connected to guys than I were girls. A lot of that was because I was picked on more by the girls than the boys. So I always felt like, I don't know, like I just didn't connect to them, and maybe they had something against me, or maybe they were jealous of me. But rather than seeing that as a bad thing and continuing my life that way, I feel like I wanted to turn it around and I guess kind of shower people with love and kindness. More so as I got older, I think, because when I was a kid and being tormented and humiliated, I didn't have that confidence to be able to respond in a kind and loving way. I just basically kind of hibernated and sunk into myself. So yeah, I think that answers the question. What makes you stay committed, focused and driven? I don't want anyone to ever feel like I did. I want everyone to feel wanted and loved and yeah, special. I just want them to feel special, and I think what keeps me going is the fact that I am actually doing that, and I have clients come in, and like you ladies in the group as well, I feel like I've connected with some of you, and I think I've made an impact. I know I've made an impact on a few people for sure, and that definitely is what keeps me going. Are you trying to make me feel bad here? I don't know. Okay, well, I feel like maybe Ian. I think we do our fair share, okay? Yeah. When Ian's off, I make him cook. Well, I don't make him, but I suggest, hey, he'll say, what are we having for dinner? And I'm like, whatever you're cooking. But when he's at work, then I take on that chore. And I will cook, and actually I'm quite a creative cook when it comes down to it. I guess I just don't do it often. Ian definitely cooks more, and then when it comes to chores around the house, like the cleaning, well, Ian cleans the floor, he probably does most of the laundry, he probably does most of the washing up. I do the bunnies though, because he's allergic to the hay, so I get that, and the toilets, I have to do that too. But then I'm the outside person, so I do the veggie garden and the flowers, and I cut the grass, and yeah, so basically I'm the man and he's the woman in the marriage. Does that answer that one? Oh, this is too bad. How many times a week? Well, definitely Tuesday. Although not this Tuesday because I brought an avocado. And usually it's not on purpose because missing, I mean. Usually I'm like running out of the house because I hate being late. So I run out with no lunch, and then and because we talk so much, I don't even think about it either. And sometimes it depends what I'm doing at home. Like if I'm so like zoned into my work and I'm like looking at my clock and I'm like, frick, how the heck is it 3 or 4 already? Then yeah, I miss lunch then, but that's not often. I do eat lunch. I don't miss it. I'm mainly a good girl when it comes to eating, so yay. Well, I started the transition October 1st, 2015. And I say transition is because we still had meat in the freezer, and I hate wasting food. So we cut down our meat intake. We kept cutting out a day each week, and then it got to the point where I was absolutely freaking sick of meat, but we still had a few things left. So the official vegetarian date was March 1st, 2016. So just before we moved into this house. I'm trying to transition to vegan. It is a very slow transition. It's definitely a lot harder than cutting out meat. Cutting out dairy is like so freaking hard, and it's in things you don't even think they're in. Like bread. Like dairy's in bread. I can't even fathom that. Not the bread I make, it isn't. Anyways. So yeah, that's difficult because I really love pizza and I really love milk chocolate. I hate dark chocolate. I guess I could like make avocado mousse and, oh well, vegan chocolate cake. I'm making one of them for my birthday, by the way. We went to England to visit in 2015. We'd come back and Ian was watching Cowspiracy documentary on Netflix. And he basically saw a live duck getting its head chopped off, and he bawled. And he's like, nope, and he had literally just eaten a duck meal in England as well, so he was absolutely mortified. And he's like, nope, I am going to stop eating meat. So I basically said, okay, let's do it. And he was like, well, you don't have to. And I was like, well, I kind of do, because one of his reasons was, well, his main reason was cruelty to animals, which totally I related to because I love animals. And then the other one was about funding the whole meat industry. And I was like, well, if I'm going to carry on eating meat, I am still funding the industry, and I'm also not supporting you by cooking meat in the house. So I did it to support his decision. I did think it would be super difficult because I grew up on a pig farm. That was our livelihood. My mum and dad would breed pigs and then send them to slaughter, and we would grow up eating our pigs. And I had the joys of riding in the back of the truck with the dead pigs, but they didn't have the heads still on because my mom said, please do not send them back with the heads on because she'll know which pig it is, because we named them all as well. So yeah, that's that. No, I didn't find it difficult, but yeah, definitely it's the morale side of things as to why we did it. I don't remember riding a pig, but my mom got to ride a pig by accident because they were trying to round this pig up, and this pig darted through her legs, and she ended up on this pig, and it was like running around with my mom on its back, and my mom was actually sat backwards on the pig. So yeah, that was pretty hilarious. Wow, this is a hard one because even though I don't watch TV, I really quite enjoy movies. I do have a top 10, which took me so long, and it's actually more of a top 15 because I just can't narrow it down. But this is good though because I can kind of answer both. So I don't know though, is Dirty Dancing, would you say, is a classic? Because I really like that. I really love my Audrey movies. Roman Holiday is one of my favourites, and of course Breakfast at Tiffany's. I think I actually slightly prefer Roman Holiday though, so I don't know if they're both classed as classics. And then a non-classic favourite would be the Sex and the City movies. I really like those. Oh shoot, but I really like Age of Adeline too. Has anyone ever seen that? That movie is friggin' amazing. Yeah, I'm choosing that one. Age of Adeline, I could watch that like all the time. Got Blake Lively in it, and oh, I love it. So I went into that live Q&A a little bit nervous, although I was trying to tell myself that I was more excited, because apparently nerves and excitement is the same chemical reaction in your body. It's just your mindset that's telling you it's nerves. So I was like manifesting that excitement like nobody's business. I was a little bit shaky and my heart was beating super fast, but it went really well. They were super gentle with me with the questions, which was awesome. And I know the whole point was to put me outside of my comfort zone. I don't necessarily think the questions put me outside of my comfort zone, but the fact that I didn't know what questions were coming, that is what put me outside my comfort zone. I could have literally just hung out in that Facebook Live all night. It was super fun and the comments were coming and even people were interacting with each other on the comments, so I really loved that too. I hope you enjoyed watching this. This is the first video of the series and there's going to be many more to come. They won't all be a Q&A like that. There's going to be lots of different things thrown in there, so stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, make sure that you subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time I post a video. And I will see you and chat with you soon. Bye! Mwah.
What's for me to publish there on my YouTube?
I was clicked on the dog says the YouTubes.
Oh, that's a lot of talking. That was kind of fun though. That was like
so not nerve-wracking as I expected.
That's because I was manifesting the excitement instead of the nerves.
I mean, I feel like a ponytail is a ponytail, but my first ponytail was crap.